Welcome to Advanced Accounting. This is an introduction that walks you through how the course has worked. What I have done is incorporated suggestions from my last class in terms of how to make the class better. All right, what you want to do is go to Blackboard, the course menu on the left of the page, and you will see links for the introduction, how to email me, the McGraw-Hill Connect. We're using the same program again, which I so happen to really like. The only thing with this program is we do not have concept reviews. There'll be the syllabus, the lessons, the assignments. It's set up exactly the same way as for Intermediate 1 and 2 if you took me for that class. Now, the introduction, this will be your first page. If you need to email me, use this link. Please indicate the chapter, exercise, and your first initial, last name so that I can get back to you. Now, please, this is the best way to contact me if you have a problem unique to your homework or confusion, whatever. If you post it in discussion, I don't look there all the time, so I may not get to it as quickly. However, what I will try to do in discussion is if I get a question about a homework assignment, I will post my response there also, so in case any other student was confused about the topic. Now, I also provide this PowerPoint that I'm talking to you about right now, right here. So it kind of goes over the class. Now, when you go to Connect, if you've used it before, you are very familiar. If you used it within the last year, you can go to Connect using your password, but you still need a registration code because it's a new book. So, in order to access it, you should go to any lesson and click the LearnSmart, and it'll get you right to the registration page. So you have options, but first what you want to do is enter your email, all this information, and make sure you select the University of California. Now, you want to confirm that that's the class. Now, this is what you're going to get if you decide to take the access for 2 weeks for free, but you still have to buy it at the end of 2 weeks. Now, when you select syllabus, this is what you're going to see. There's a link there that you can print out the syllabus, but it also lists the weekly schedule, which is also at the end of the syllabus, and that tells you the due dates. Along with that, I will also email you twice a week to remind you of what's due. So please don't say that I didn't tell you what's due, because it's all there for you. I've done everything in my power to make this help you get through this class. Advanced accounting is not easy. Now, what I have done again, this is designed the same as the way I designed it for Intermediate 1 and 2. You go to Lessons, and it lists for you all the weekly requirements. And as you notice, we don't do all the chapters because we can't possibly get them done in this short period. But I tried to pick ones that I think were really important. We only go through 3 of the 6 chapters on consolidations. And believe me, by the time you're done, that will be enough. So when you select a lesson, this is what you're going to see. And in this case, I hit the chapter overview, which kind of summarizes what the chapter is all about. Now you can access it by even clicking on the links there on your left, or on the right, you can just flick the page. Again, I list everything in the lesson that's required for the week. Now, if you go to discussion, you can post generic questions about assignments, or if, again, I have a question that's raised by a student, maybe more than one student, what I will do is post the answers here for you. Now, if you select assignments, this is all you're going to see. The reason is I don't do essays for advanced accounting. The homework is the real challenge in this class. If you can get through the homework, you'll be fine. But please do the LearnSmarts first, because that gives you a good overview of the chapter. So when you go to do the homework, please look at my audio PowerPoints, which I have gone through the extensive time to walk you through how I work through the problems. It's a process, in particular for consolidations. You have to do it step by step. You can't go ahead because each step builds on the next step. So please make a point of at least watching a couple of my audio PowerPoints if you get stuck on an assignment. Now, for the LearnSmart, you're familiar with this. This is what you're going to get. You have to read the book. If you don't want to, you can go right ahead to the practice. But here's the important thing to remember is the number of questions that you see at the bottom of the page in the middle are correct answers. You can get 100 questions if you keep just going through and guessing and don't get any right. So remember, if it says 30 questions, you have to get 30 correct. So if you miss a question, please write down the correct answer, which we'll give you because you're going to get it again. Now, again, for the feedback that you get, here's another thing is write down the answers, and there's no due dates because there are due dates. They're all due at the end of the semester. That doesn't mean you should wait till the end of the semester. You should do a LearnSmart before you attempt any chapter for advanced accounting. For the homework, you can check your work 5 times, and you have 2 attempts. After the second attempt, when you submit. Now, it keeps your highest score. So if you get everything you want correct on the first attempt, go ahead and submit again, and then you can see all the solutions if you had a problem. And remember, you lose 1% a day. Now again, once you're in the homework, it will tell you how many times you can check your work and the number of problems to complete. It will also, in red, show you what's correct or not correct. But here's a little secret. I don't know if you had problems with this before. Some students did. Is when you check on Check My Work, it will show you what's right or wrong. But then you've got to get out of that before you can then go in and do the homework again. So Check My Work, and then click Check My Work again. You go back into the problem, and then you can continue working. Quizzes, again, these are timed, so please pay attention. Once you start, you have to finish it. You cannot get up and leave. And if you save it and exit, the timer is still going, so please don't do that. They're worth 20 points, and you can check your work once. So, please, if you have any questions, just email me through Blackboard. There is a link on the introduction page. Include your first and last name, the chapter, and the description of what you need help with. Now, the reason I want you to go through Blackboard, because it automatically tells me what class you're in. I look forward to working with you on your last, I hope, accounting adventure here, since this is advanced accounting, your last course in accounting.